Thank you, Mr Speaker. And my question is to the Minister for International Development and the Pacific and the Assistant Defence Minister. Will the Minister outline to the House how the Morrison government's strong regional leadership is ensuring a shared recovery from the pandemic in the South-West Pacific?
The Minister for International Development.
Thank you, Speaker. And I want to thank the member for Ford for his question, recognise his work with his very large Pacific community, including a large Samoan community. And I know Queensland's looking for some answers in Origin 3. He might be able to recruit a few from his large Pacific Islander community. Mr Speaker, there's never been a more important time for Australia to stand with our partners and our neighbours in our region. And with Australia, so many countries in the Indo-Pacific have done so well during the COVID-19 pandemic in managing the crisis. We congratulate them again. This matters. Their success is our success, and regional leadership matters, Mr Speaker. And so to the question, that's why from 2018 we stepped up in the Pacific. Australia stepped up and we showed up. The Prime Minister, the Government, the Foreign Minister and I have been regular visitors to the region, and we've stayed in touch with our counterparts throughout the region during the COVID-19 pandemic. And as I was pleased to hear from the Prime Minister, the importance of this is underscored by his announcement that he'll be visiting Papua New Guinea as one of his first priorities during the pandemic to make sure the depth of that relationship continues, and it's really appreciated at this time. Of critical importance, of course, in the budget was the development assistance package. We announced a record for an Australian government of $1.44 billion spent in the Pacific region, and most importantly, an additional $304.7 million of new money to help the Pacific, all the countries of the Pacific, deal with the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. This support has been very important to enabling, of course, workers in Australia here from the Pacific to be able to stay and keep working here through the Pacific, remitting money home. And of course, we've enabled more people under the restart of the Pacific Labour Scheme and the Seasonal Workers Program to come during the pandemic and keep working. Most importantly, Mr Speaker, the Morrison government's commitment to the vaccinating of the countries in Southeast Asia and the Pacific region is very important. That historic commitment of $523 million is deeply appreciated by every single country and the populations of our neighbours and our friends in the Indo-Pacific. But of course, we're regularly working, Mr Speaker, with our partners such as the US, Japan, New Zealand, France, Canada and India throughout the region, and our alliance with the US underpins that rules-based order. And that's why we're going to keep investing in the region, keep investing in the priorities of our partner countries in the region to make sure they've got what they need to get through this very difficult time. Mr Speaker, the Morrison government makes no apology at all for prioritising the needs of the Indo-Pacific region first. It's our neighbours, it's our friends, it's our family. We owe it to them, and we're delivering at a record level support for them to get through this pandemic. Stepping up is vital for the shared future of this region, and under this government and this Prime Minister, we'll keep stepping up, we'll keep showing up and we'll keep delivering for our family.